Kaspa fam, I had an epiphany last night. Then I woke up this morning. Actually, let me show you. If you take a look at the screen behind me, you'll see in bright white letters with a yellow border, 18 cents by June 23rd. Write it in your books, clip this part of the video, and let's revisit this part on the 23rd of June. And let's see if my epiphany came true. Well, fine. It wasn't really an epiphany, but I was looking at the chart. It looks really good. We have a very, very bullish setup on the Caspa chart, which we'll get back to in a second, but I did want to highlight some Caspa ecosystem tokens. So we know that the big crescendo hard fork was a massive success, 10 blocks per second, and you can check for yourself by simply going to kas.fyi, and you can see here 10 blocks per second. So shout out to everyone who worked hard to make this happen. And while you're here, click on KRC20 tokens, and then you can see the Caspa ecosystem projects here. And a couple I want to highlight. And I was looking at this, and I was like, you know what? There's a few that had a really, really big spike in volume. We know Nacho is a blue chip. I think it is the blue chip of the entire Caspa ecosystem. That is sitting at around $19 million in market cap. But there's one that's less than half of that market cap, and that is Kango. Now, I personally don't own any Kango, but what stood out to me was the 24-hour volume. It is double that of the next highest one, which is Nacho. It is coming in at just under $1 million. And we're seeing that spike in volume. We're seeing the spike in market cap. And we're obviously, in turn, seeing the spike in price. As Caspa continues to go up in price itself on its native token, the ecosystem obviously will benefit as well. So I would highly recommend, if you are a Caspa fan, you hold a lot of Caspa, buy some of these ecosystem tokens. You're helping the ecosystem, you're helping adoption, and of course, you're expanding your potential for ROI, as you can get a 5x from Caspa, but you can get a 20 to 50x from a blue chip project in the Caspa ecosystem. Just wanted to highlight that on today's video. Now let's get back to my epiphany. I mean, the chart. Let's take a peek here. This is Caspa on the weekly. Now, why did I say 18 cents on June 23rd? Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Why? Because when we got the rejection at 12.9 cents yesterday, we came into an uber bullish pattern on a very high time frame, which again is a weekly. And this, my friends, is the cup and handle pattern. And we have this perfect channel here between 10.7 and 12.9 cents to build out our handle part of this pattern. Now, when I drew my fibs, if if you watch this, you know I like to draw fibs when we talk about patterns. The 236 level has some confluence with our support band here, sitting at, again, 10.7 cents. Now, why did I say June 23rd? I'll be honest, I think that's what's going to happen. I have nothing to back it at all. But if we look another 4 weeks ahead of us, 5 weeks ahead of us, as Caspa starts to consolidate and create that downtrending channel, the explosive move is going to be, well, very explosive. And how did I get to 18 cents? Now that I actually have an answer to. Let's draw, and all we simply do is take the depth of the cup of the pattern, and we take the breakout where I think it's going to happen, which is this 236/10.7 cent level. We could very well come all the way down. Before I show you the measured move, we can very well come all the way down and hit our 50% Fibonacci retracement, which sits at 9.06 cents. Either way, I think this is going to play out over the next few weeks. So if you stay patient, maybe you enter into a long position on Caspa if you're a trader, or maybe you buy on the way down. Of course, not financial advice, but as that handle is being formed, you start DCAing on the way down. You could potentially 2 to 3x your money in a very short period of time. Of course, nothing's guaranteed. And this is not something you should do if you are not, if you're opposed to risk. Now, the measured move, again, we take the depth of the head, and my breakout is going to be at 10.7 cents, which would give us a targeted move of 17.92 cents. For the sake of YouTube and for the sake of all of us, I just rounded it up to 18 cents. And so that is a reality. If we come down and we retest this 50% Fibonacci level, you're still looking at a 16.25 cent Caspa over the next 5 to 6 weeks. We know Caspa's really had a massive blow off top, And then it's just been consolidating, trending down. It finally had a big move up, got stopped out at that 13-cent level. If you're patient, again, we should see some big returns. We hope you enjoy the content. If you want more Caspa videos, we have an entire Caspa playlist for you to take a look at. And also, come check out our live show Monday through Friday at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Until the next one.